Hi, Senator Lincoln Fillmore. I'm coming to you from just outside the Capitol on a chilly Friday afternoon. 4 lions adorn the east and west entrances to the Capitol. Behind me here you can see patience. It helps us understand here in the legislature that patience is a virtue in working through legislation, doing negotiations. I'll talk about some of those today and how they've ended up. Our other lions are named integrity, fortitude, and honor. I try to keep all of those values in mind when I'm serving you up here in the state legislature. I want to talk to you about a couple of bills that have passed. This is the week 6, so we have just one full week left. The budget is coming together. Most of my bills have now passed the state Senate. There are a handful left that need to go through the state House, and I'll talk to you about those. But first, I want to talk to you about the budget. We got our first preview of what our final budget will look like, and I'm pleased to say that public education funding is slated to go up by an additional $430 million this year, and that's going to include additional money raises for teachers with additional preparation days, a big 6% increase to the weighted pupil unit, and a lot of money for facility improvements, for technology, for security. And in addition, a $10 million fund that I pushed for that is going to help pay teachers for the extra work they did during the COVID surge when so many were out of work and teachers were just giving up their prep periods in order to cover as makeshift substitute teachers. We really appreciate the work that our teachers did, and I wanted to make sure that they were paid overtime for the overtime that they worked. You know, when a teacher gives up a prep period, that doesn't mean that school grading or their lesson preparation doesn't get done. It just means they need to do that work after hours. And I wanted to make sure that they were well compensated for that extra work that they did during this trying fall and winter. So on to a couple of bills that I've been working on. Staying on the topic of education, the Senate passed Senate Bill 62 today, which takes the Special Needs Opportunity Scholarship Program and uses a sibling preference in that as well, so that we can make sure that students with disabilities are still able to attend school with their families and their siblings. We also passed out of a House committee today Senate Bill 93 that removes instances of double taxation that is really just passes on cost to the final consumer. It's an important piece of getting Utah's tax structure right. It passed a House committee today and was fully funded in the state budget, and that's great news. Another bill I worked on and passed came to me from a constituent who just had a really unfortunate situation with a home hospice care company and an adult disabled daughter that was injured because of carelessness. And so I worked with her and with our Department of Health to make sure that we are requiring Medicaid recipients who provide this service to carry liability insurance so that when mistakes happen or accidents happen, that neither families nor taxpayers are left holding the bag. So those are a few developments this week. You'll hear more about the state budget over the weekend and in next week's update. But I'm really pleased with what's going on, and I'm really pleased to be able to have interacted with so many of you. We had guests join us on the floor this week, including high school junior Kimball White, who came up to join me. He just took a U.S. government class and was just so energized about government and policy and politics, and he just wanted the chance, so he reached out to me, and I was pleased to sit by him on the Senate floor during a late night that we had this week, and it was just great to talk to him. He was so inquisitive, wanted to know everything that was going on, and he just got to see a great debate that had a lot of parliamentary procedure and maneuver, and I think he really enjoyed it. His mom reported to me later about how excited he was to be here and how much he talked about that. And I just extend that invitation to any of you that would like to come up and join me on the Senate floor. You can just send me an email or give me a call at the phone number or the email address that are on your screen. And I hope to see you soon, hope to hear from you, and I'll report back to you next week at the end of the legislative session. Have a great weekend.